Hi boys and girls, Miss Angela here, and it is day 158, and today it's all about fishing. We're fishing. As you can see, I'm on a boat here today, and behind me there's a beautiful canal. We're on Sylvan Beach, which is in Oneida Lake up in New York State. So grab your papers, your pencils, your colored pencils, whatever you have at home, and we're going to start drawing. Now today, because I forgot, I only have crayons with me, so hopefully I'll be able to draw and it will be dark enough that you can see. And I'm not sure how we're going to do this. We're going to have to try because I'm going to have to kind of turn my pad around and for you to see. And hopefully you're going to be able to. So we're going to draw. Let me see if I can do this a little bit better. Maybe we can get really, really close. We'll put it right here. Oh, to get a nice shot of the water when I put it here. Maybe if I'm really, really close, you'll be able to see better. Okay, we are going to draw a fish jumping out of the water. I think it's a bass, but I'd have to ask my son-in-law if it's a bass or if it's something else. So let's go ahead and draw the shape of a fish. And we're going to go, let's make it like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Kind of like a big jelly bean, but we're not going to connect it at the top. Just like that. See how we've got that shape there? And then we're going to make a tail go off the end of it. Oh my gosh, I should have brought an easel. And we're going to make a tail go off the end of it. Just like this. He's like jumping up in the water. So you see how we made this jelly bean shape and then we put a tail off the end. And then we're going to connect it at the bottom. And then we're going to go ahead and give him all his little fish parts. So let's give him a mouth here. He's going to have his mouth open because he's jumping up to get a fly or something. Let's give him an eye. Now we want to come down just a little bit. We'll make an eye with a little circle in the middle. Can you see this okay? And then I think we're going to give him a fin right there, the thing that pushes him along the water. Let's give him some, I don't know, are those called fins too at the top? Boy, I am not a fisherman, you can tell. And then let's give him some lines down here. So he has some lines there. Oh, and let's give him a little one right here. That's just to make him steady in the water, to help him get along. Now I'm going to draw some little lines so we know where to put our different colors. I'm going to go right down from here because the top part of him is going to be green. And I'm going to swish it right along like that. And then I'm going to make, let's see. I think first of all, I'm going to give him a couple of gills, the things that he breathes with. And then down here, maybe lightly, I'm going to give him another line. And that's where I'm going to know where to put the lines to change the colors. Now let's have him jumping out of water because we don't want him just jumping in the air. So we're going to put a line where the water is. And then we're going to give him some beautiful trees back here because you can see in the background. See all the beautiful trees that are behind me? All right. And now I think we have the basic colors or the basic shape of our fish. Let's go ahead and let's color him in. I'm going to use green first, and the top part of his body where we've done that line, let's color that all in green. Now, of course, if you think I was sloppy on my easel, I'm going to be even sloppier here. I'm trying to keep it turned a little bit so it stays nice and bright for you. And I'm going to go right down to there. I'm not actually going to go to all the way to his tail. Now I'm going to get a crazy color. I'm going to do pink. And I'm going to do that middle color of him pink. And I'll even do his, well, maybe I'll avoid his gill or his little fin if I can. There we go. And now I'm going to take a very light brown, or if I have a dark brown, I'm going to push very lightly. And I'm going to make this part of him brown underneath. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the bottom part of my fish, his tail. And all those little fins he's got, we're going to turn them brown. There we go, just like that. Okay, you've got your fish jumping out of the water already. Now let's go ahead and take a blue. We'll give us some water. And again, sloppy doppy here because I'm really, I should have brought an easel, but I didn't. But I don't know about an easel on a boat. That might not have been a good thing. All right, we got it all colored in. And then because he's jumping out of the water, I'm gonna make some rings here. Really pushing hard. So he's jumping out of the water. See how the rings in the water? It means he came up through the top of the water. We might even be able to do a few little splashes. Splashes are like upside down teardrops or raindrops. Now let's go ahead and use the green again. And we are going to do the trees. Now maybe I want to put it a little different, push a little harder or lighter where it's right next to the green on the fish. All right, I'm coloring. I don't know if you can even see this because I'm coloring kind of like upside down and sideways and everything today. And then I'm going to take the blue again and I'm going to do my sky. Now, you can have this fish jumping out of water to catch a fly. You can have this fish jumping out of water to catch a hook that somebody's fishing. Fisherman. And what do I have? Oh, just like this, see? My pole. You can put a pole in there with the end of the fish, with the end of the pole catching the fish on a hook. So, boys and girls, this was day 158 drawing outside. I don't do this very often. So we're drawing outside a fish. Now join me next week for day 159. I'm trying to think what it is, but it slips my mind right now. So you'll have to join me again. We'll see you next Friday. And it'll be day 159. And do what I tell you every single time. I want you to listen to your parents. I want you to stay safe and wash your hands. And I want you to stay creative. And I want you to be kind to one another. Super, super important to be kind to one another. So we'll see you next week, everybody. I'll give you one last look at the water out here. Isn't this beautiful? What a beautiful, beautiful day it is. See you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.